Hey everyone, Inclusive Model Designs here, and this is part 8 of the Takom 1/35th scale Leopard C2 tank. So lots of progress since the last video there, guys. So we're just going to dive right in and show you what we've done. So right off the bat, you probably noticed the gun plug. Now this does not come with the kit. You're going to have to scratch build this yourself. And how I did this here was because I never throw anything away from prior builds. This plug was actually a piece of a plastic barrel from a main deck gun of HMS Hood kit from 1350 scale, and this is just a anchor chain from a 1350 scale, and that's how I did that. So I just basically cut the barrel and shaped it a little bit, and the chain. That's it. That's all you have to do for that. So that was fairly simple. I haven't done the other side yet, not too sure if I will. I might just add the chain and then have the plug as if it was installed. But I thought that added a bit more realism to the tank model itself. And as you can see, I added the Pioneer tools. Added a bit of red paint to the axe just to simulate like it was once a red axe that had some use. I wanted to add a little bit more life to the Pioneer tools, not just the standard black and just black tools all the way around, because some of them were painted all black. But after doing some research, some of the tools did have wooden handles and things like that. Most tools are wood anyway, but they just painted in black. But after some wear and tear and stuff, they just basically the natural wood showed through. And some weren't even painted. So I just thought too much green and too much solid colors. I didn't want the whole thing just to blend as one color, otherwise none of the details would show through, and then it would start to look just too much like a toy. And I'm kind of going for realism here, so that's kind of what I did with that. The same thing with the tool here. I just added a blue handle to it. And then for the cables here, the kit does come with the cable, but mine wasn't long enough. Now the cables that actually I'll put it on the white here. The cable that came with is actual cable. It comes in one piece. I cut it, but it just wasn't long enough. And then of course, you put the plastic on it. This right here. It comes. There's a plastic piece there. And then the other end is there. I guess it would be on that side, but because you wrap it. But it wasn't long enough to reach from there to there, because this is obviously one piece, right? And then you kind of even it out, right there, and then you cut it so you have two, one on each side. But it just wasn't long enough. Now this was a bright silver, and of course I weathered it, but it just wasn't long enough. And another problem is with these keepers here, it wouldn't fit in. Like, this is just too thick. So a solution that I came up with was using string, and right there. So it's a little bit thinner, but it has the same kind of twist. So it's just like a roll of string like that. Okay. But another problem you will have with this is little hairs, right? But with using oil paints, like the Optilong paints that I use, you just put some in, like wear gloves, put some in your hand, and then just rub the string like this with your hand with oil. The oil paints like this, pick your colors, like I used a little bit of Starship Filth, Rust, and Browns. Just rub the string, and then you get that kind of effect. And then all the hairs and stuff, because of the oils, will smush into the string, and you won't get any of the hair standing up. And then that's the end result. And it will smush into the keepers like that. So I'll go with that way instead of using the metal, because the metal won't even fit in, and it's not long enough. If you get the metal with your kit and you get the right length with yours, all the power to you. But I wasn't about to break the plastic pieces off trying to smush the metal in. So, and again, I found that it has the same kind of twist. And see if I can get in a little closer. It's not 100% the same as that, but close enough. You guys be the judge. So there we go. So that worked out for me, and I got to get the result that I wanted out of it, which was you know, the length and the right setup as far as it goes. Because I know if you're doing the German version, the way they have their cables set up, you know, it goes just kind of straight and over and down. That kind of idea. And then again with these pieces right here, you have your choice. You can do these with, you know, painting them like the green or like the bare metal. I chose the bare metal just because, again, too much of the same color green, you're going to lose like the look and the detail. So I chose like to do the metal and just kind of weather it down a bit. And then I find like the details are starting to pop a bit. Still have some more detailing to go as far as pieces go in the back. Actually, that's all I have left as far as pieces go. And most of this is just on the back right here. And then of course I have the headlight pieces to put in, but that'll be last. And then I have some, I think those are antennas that just go underneath the turret. But we'll do that in a bit. I got the last jerry can right there on. So that's all done. Trying to think what else we did. I got this piece on right here. That's movable. You know, it can go up and down. Still have the tail lights to paint, but that'll come on in a bit. Once the weathering is done, I don't want to put paint on yet because I want to have those, you know, somewhat clean. Still have some the weathering right here to do like the exhaust and stuff, but I don't want to put that on yet because the stuff I have, the big production stuff, you know, I'll be handling this model quite a bit. I don't need to be touching that and putting fingerprints all over that, so you know, I don't want to be touching that just yet. Let's go to the other side here. Got some more Pioneer tools. I do have the wires on the inside all set up for a 9-volt battery. But once the tank's all built and stuff, I'll do a reveal on that with that all set up. And there's more Pioneer tools, as you can see. Again, I did the red paint kind of, you know, wearing away. And there we go. Got the shovels. You know, the shovels look like they've been a bit of use right there. Obviously, it's going to see some wear on the top from when, you know, you put your foot down on the shovel to dig down into the ground. You've got the pikes and things like that. And there's the other side of the cable going down. As you can see, it sits in there nicely now. I mean, these pieces here, these plastic pieces are very brittle. Now this will be a diorama, so once all the pieces are on the tank and such, you know, the videos on this might be a little sparse for a little bit until I get all the diorama stuff in, because I just ordered it just recently. So there will be soldiers going in the tank and around the tank, so this will be like a diorama, I believe, in Wainwright kind of idea. So there'll be some troops around the tank and some things that are going to be going on the tank, things like that. So this is going to be a fun one to do. I like the plug. I really like that. That's kind of a cute thing to have on there. I think that's pretty much it. As far as, I thought this video would be a lot longer actually, so strangely enough, it's for the amount of work and time I've been sitting at this desk doing all these things, you know, I thought this video was going to be at least 15 minutes, but I guess not. I guess the hardest part was trying to get these tools looking, you know, just right, especially, you know, with these things right here. You know, a lot of the problem was making sure that these weren't too shiny. I mean, especially on a tank, right? I mean, you don't want these to be too out there, otherwise, you know, it's just, you know, especially in real life, because that would be this like a big, you know, here I am, shoot me kind of, you know, target right there. But I think I got the right kind of tone color on that. So there we go. So that's how I did the tow cables and stuff like that, with using just the string. You know, that's how I did the plug. Again, as I explained at the start of the video, might do one on the other side. If not, just I might have the chain leading inwards. So I just have those pieces yet to put on. The next video I will show you how I'm going to be doing the windows here. A technique that I'm going to try, and if it doesn't work, I'll try a different technique, and I'll show you in a video on part 9. So there we go. So thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Definitely hit that like and subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel. YouTube's come out with some new rules as far as channels go and monetization, so I'm trying to hit that 1,000 mark. So if you can hit that share button too and that subscribe button, that would definitely help that channel or my channel grow. So thank you so much out there for those who have subscribed and liked my channel, and please help me get to that 1,000 mark, guys. So thanks so much. Bye.